Okay, let's unpack a really controversial new law up in Canada, Bill C-9. So is it a law to fight hate, or is it actually a threat to our free speech? Its stated goal, to fight rising hate by creating new offenses for things like intimidation and hate symbols.
But a whole bunch of groups are sounding the alarm. Let's break down their four main arguments.
First, it would remove the need to get the Attorney General's permission before laying hate speech charges. Critics say that permission is like a crucial safety rail against politically motivated or unfair prosecutions.
Second, the bill wants to scrap the good faith religious belief defense, and that's a big one.
So faith communities are worried that just discussing their beliefs could land them in legal hot water.
Third, the actual definition of hatred is being changed, and critics say it lowers the bar way too much.
And that kind of vague language, well, it can create a chilling effect, making people scared to speak up. And finally, is this even necessary? Opponents point to a bunch of existing laws that already cover this stuff.
Which makes some folks think these new measures are more about symbolism than actual, practical safety.
And speaking of safety, this whole debate is happening while violent crime in Canada is actually on the rise. Opponents say the government is focusing on policing speech instead of tackling real dangers on the streets. And there's another concern. Could this bill actually clog up an already backlogged court system? It could overload the courts, meaning serious violent cases might get thrown out just because of delays. So you really have two competing ideas here on how to best keep Canadians safe. And this quote pretty much sums up the entire argument of the opposition. So the big question is, where do you draw that incredibly difficult line?